Hi friends, if you ever train a model, you must have seen or at least heard about this before. At training time, your expensive GPU is sitting idle, doing nothing but wasting your dollars. You might think, let me give it more work to do. Let me give it more data to train. So you add more workers to the data loader. But hold on, it's not that simple. Today, we're going to break down why your GPU is actually idle and why simply throwing more workers might not be the solution you're looking for. Let's start by understanding how data flows through your training pipeline. Everything begins on your disk, your data sets sitting still on SSD. Then your data loader worker picks up the data and do the heavy lifting. They load the raw data into memory, and then they apply transformations such as normalization. And then they start creating batches. Those processed batches then get transferred into your GPU memory. After that, your GPUs start processing these batches from the model. One thing to note is that this is an iterative process. As your GPUs are consuming the batches, the data loader workers are also actively working on keep providing the batches. To demonstrate the problem, let's look at a simple setup. Say you have 100,000 samples, one GPU, one data loader worker, and the batch size is 1,000. Assume your data loading speed is 1 minute per batch, and your GPU processing speed is 10 seconds per batch. So in 1 single minute, your GPU spends only the first 10 seconds working, and the next 50 seconds idle, waiting for the next batch. The GPU utilization rate here is only 13%, 10 out of 60. Now you might say, okay, let's just add more workers. I know. But this helps, yes, initially. But here's where it gets interesting. As you add more workers, GPU utilization rate increases at first, but quickly it hits the ceiling. The CPU utilization rate maxes out, adding more workers stops helping. Why? Because now we're bounded by CPU resources. All the workers are competing for CPU resources. Here's a more complex setup with distributed training. Let's say you have 100K total samples, 10K batch size, and you have 10 GPUs across your nodes. In this example, we'll use 20 workers per data loader. After your distributed sampler divide this up, each GPU will handle 10K samples, and actual batch size per process is 1,000. Given you have lots of workers here, your GPU gets easily used up. In fact, 20 workers per process may be an overkill. You might only need 4 workers to saturate a GPU, so you're wasting resources here. So do you see the problem? We easily jump from one resource problem to another. We went from low GPU usage to CPU shortage to CPU idle. The core issue that we have identified here is that CPU and GPU resources are tightly coupled within a single machine. This creates an inherent bottleneck. You can't scale one without the other. Freedom means to be able to schedule and scale CPU tasks and GPU tasks independently. As you can see, here's the happy flow, where different tasks have their different resources and can scale and schedule independently. Well, this one is our status quo flow, representing our misery. I will use the happy flow to end this video. I hope you have enjoyed what happiness looks like, and I hope we can all make good use of our precious GPU. Thank you all for watching.